What's going on? Dave Columbo Jenkins, but you probably knew that when you clicked the link or press play. How's it going? I've got a long rambling chat for you, and I hope to get through it as quickly and concisely enough, and I hope you're able to bear through it all and you understand where I'm coming from. I gotta say, I absolutely love doing one more thing. It's been my favorite thing, being super independently minded. It was always something that I was going to kind of try and aim towards anyway. The proudest thing that I am of is my team, Mark and Annalise, two people who I mentor who are incredibly talented, and they've given me so much inspiration and motivation to keep the brand going in the way that I have. And I've needed that motivation and inspiration because, quite simply, it hasn't made me any money at all. It's probably paid me about £1,400, something like that, in the space of 20 months. I want this to be a full-time thing for me. I want this to pay my bills and feed my family and feed myself and do what every normal person does with a job. But in order to do that, I need to make one huge, significant change. It's a change that needs to happen, I feel, anyway, in editorial content across music anyway. We need to start charging. If you come to me and ask me for some type of editorial promotion on one more thing, then I am going to ask you for some type of contribution. The old editorial model just doesn't exist anymore. It was pretty shaky when I started 20 years ago on magazines, and it's completely non-existent now. Maybe if you're a huge magazine, then you can, but it doesn't exist in that way. People pay for photographers, videographers, and PR companies and all these type of things in order to promote themselves. So why not pay for some top quality editorial content? Because that is what we offer. I can no longer offer it for free. Obviously, if we come to you, because we can see that you're a thriving underground artist who hasn't got the budget to do that, then those rules still apply. Obviously, if there is really important news to break, or there are charity things which are really important and causes that are close to our heart, obviously we're going to cover that like a proper editorial platform. But if you come to me and you want some help with your releases, with your albums, interviews, or anything like that, unless we're doing a free download, perhaps, because then there's an exchange, I need to charge. I've been doing this, I've been supporting this music out of my own savings and stuff that I've borrowed, something from my family, something from my friends, little bits of COVID money. I can't do that anymore. Editorial can no longer be free in the way that we're doing it. One More Thing stands for something really special. I feel we stand out from any other music brand in that way. I really want to support amazing, independent, underground, underrepresented acts as much as possible. We are here for the people that the mainstream brands don't even look at. And that's what I want to be here for. You can look at all of the mixes we've done. You can look at all of the music that we've released and all the interviews we've done. We're doing something special. But that is going to come at a cost, or otherwise it can't carry on. I want to be able to pay Mark and Annalise. I want to be able to pay some bills myself. And I feel this is the way to do it. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there'll be a backlash. Maybe no one will even watch this video or even give a shit. I'm not too sure anymore. Patreon, I did think was going to help me fund this model from the start. I think I was slightly misguided with some of the advice and support that I was promised when I started this. I know I was incredibly overambitious. I am. I set my levels and my aims way too high. But that's because I want this to work. So with Patreon, it caused me all sorts of mental health difficulties and complications because I was getting upset when people were leaving, but I wasn't fulfilling the tiers. It still really bothers me when I see that people have cancelled subscriptions, but then I'm not offering what I should be offering. So if you go onto Patreon now, you can check the link in the box or in my bio or wherever you're watching this. You can see that I've changed the tiers. A huge gratitude and appreciation to everybody who's supported me so far. Even anybody who's just supported for 1 month, like all of those contributions have been hugely appreciated. And I hope to get more in the future. If you love what I do, then there's a £2 a month subscription just to say, yo, keep on going. There's also the other two, because people are still subscribed to them. I'm going to email all of those people individually and kind of tidy up those tiers a little bit. But there's also a tier for labels and artists. This is a substantial amount more, but it pays for an article or interview or coverage each month if you're a label who's got a release each month, or an artist that's got a release each month. I don't expect anybody to just subscribe to that every single month willy-nilly, but if you're looking for some coverage, then this could be an option. Or you hit me up on yo@one-more-thing.co.uk and we come to some type of agreement. Editorial, as it stands, cannot be free anymore. If it is, then I'm going to be out of a job and out of a family. That is the reality of it pretty quickly, and I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to pay Mark and Annalise. I want to be able to pay some bills. Things have to change. One more thing, I really want to exist. I need to start charging for some type of coverage. I hope you all understand. I hope that this doesn't have too much of a backlash, but even if it does, I've been supporting this music my entire adult life, most of it at a very low wage, overly working, or in the last couple of years absolutely for free. I don't want to be a sucker anymore, really. I want to support this scene in a much more practical and efficient way that has sustainability and longevity. I hope you understand. Please check out Patreon. Please hit me up or call me up if you want to have a conversation or anything like that. But things have to change, and this is the solution that I've come to at this present moment in time. Thank you very much if you watched it to the end, and a huge love if you support me on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. You don't know how much headfuck it's caused me in the past, and it probably will continue to. But let's see what we can do, and let's see where we can take One More Thing in the future. Thank you very much. Oh man, I hate doing these.